Hello, so today I'll try to do something very stupid. You can actually get by the guards, the dwarves and the wolves and actually enter the miners camp over here in the north or even the mine, which is another dungeon over here. But I'm having problems understanding how to do it right. Unless you have a mount with a lot of speed, you'll get caught and killed. And people can steal all of your loot, because if you die, that's dropping all of your inventory items. I guess we can go and look. This is a full PvP area, so that guy might even attack us. Well, I don't care that much anyway. Nah, we're dead. I really don't understand this game sometimes. Oh. Yeah. And also when you die, your pet gets killed by the enemies, and that means you have to wait 5 minutes until the pet is revived. And every time you die, you lose durability on all of your items. And you cannot kill those enemies. By the time you kill those enemies, you'll be so advanced it doesn't even matter. How long before you can kill those enemies? Well, to be honest, I think you need to play about 70 hours alone before you can kill those enemies, and 70 hours of you playing and knowing what to do. Otherwise, I don't understand this. Why did the developers make their game so stupid? The only way to advance in this game at this point is to get iron. So to get stronger you need iron. To have better armor, better tools, better everything. Otherwise you cannot advance. You may think, well, you can make money and buy the armor and items, right? Not exactly. Because not a lot of people can make them, and people that can make them will not make them the highest quality and sell them. I don't know, this is a hard lock on the game. I've been playing for a lot of hours, and there's simply no other way around this. Yeah, I got a bit unlucky because I got past the first two enemies and then the wolves. And there was another one waiting for me over there, so in essence that means I cannot recover my items. So I basically lost a lot of food and 6 pickaxes. Which is not such a big problem, but I think the problem is that the developers need to remove those enemies, or at least make it so that there's only one there. Because that guy went through there without any problems because he has a faster mount. My mount speed is 70. And I think that guy had surely a faster mount because it was the paid DLC mount. Which should have about 90 speed. And this is one of the reasons I haven't made any more videos for the game, because I'm just stuck. And I cannot do anything about it. I will try to go past it, but it's still not good enough. And also when you die, you lose your food. So that means you need to eat again. And eating again is not a problem, but some of the food you will have to put in your base. And that means, well, to put it mildly, you always need food to survive in the game. Otherwise your stamina doesn't regenerate. So even if you go there and if you don't have enough food, it's still a dead end. And I try to kill the dwarves using my bow, but I cannot kill them fast enough, and if you leave a certain area over here, that means you cannot go back, and the enemies will go back and heal fully. So it's a bit of a problem. Huh? This is not my corpse. Well... He doesn't have anything good either way. I guess I can take his loot, but I cannot see his name. I guess it was another player trying to go past. So many people die over here just because it's impossible to do it right unless you have one of the high speed mounts. And you can even make the... See, this is what I mean. You can even make the dwarf go over here, but he'll still go back. Hey, we passed it. But that means I cannot get my loot back. I guess we can try a little more. I don't know. They just need to modify a few things and the game would be very good and playable even solo. I don't know why the developers make things like this. Easy now, easy. Okay, I guess we are kind of free because then we can go. We can enter the mine, okay. So this is where the mine entrance is to the iron mine. Oh, I made a huge mistake. I forgot that's a dead end. Also, another problem is that you cannot summon your pet while on the mount. I thought I could go to the camp using this path over here, but apparently we cannot do it. Maybe through here? Oh yeah, this is the right way to do it. So you can still get killed, but you don't lose all of your inventory, I think. That's 141. I did get some very good pickaxes from crafting, and sadly I'll just have to, you know, give them away now. Well, to be honest, I'll just drop it. The reward is not really worth it. Do you have another quest for me? Boulders for walls. Boulders? Really? Boulders? Simple boulders? That's a bit of a quest that is too easy, so I guess you have to come here no matter what you do. The minus rations is very good because it gives food for everything, but more importantly the stew is the one you want to get. Mining increased by 10%, so I'm not sure if that's more resources. Probably is more resources. Yeah, let's just go. By the way, we're running a diseased boar, or what's it called? Zombie boar. Okay, so yeah, the game would be so good if they just modify a single thing. And let's do the mine. Now, I think I tried to do it on casual, but it's a bit too hard. Yeah, let's do it on casual. You can basically do it on normal. Remember, this is a party mine, it's not a single player mine. Or was it a single player mine? I don't remember. All I remember about it is that it was too hard. Now, I should have used my melee weapons, but to be honest, I don't feel like getting hit and waiting for 1 hour. So, I doubt we can finish the entire mine. They dodge? Really? Well, they do drop a lot more money, which is good, so I guess I should have brought about 200 arrows. And my chance to gather the iron is so low, 35%. You can also get some sulfur in here. Wow, they dodge so much. Okay, so you really have to bring your melee weapons in here. Otherwise, it's not going to be fun. And they drop only... Yeah, they drop only the copper stuff. Now, also we'll have a lot of problems getting out of the place. So, in essence, it's not really worth coming here unless you're much higher level than me or better gear than me, but you can lose everything. So I guess you should come over here once you have good bronze gear, and not sooner. Why do they dodge so much? Oh, that's unbelievable. Oh, come on. I don't think we'll be able to play much in the dungeon, yeah, and they actually drop more iron than the iron deposits do. Because you're more than likely not going to be able to harvest all of them. But anyway, you probably saw all of the things you needed to see. Which is getting to the mine, how to get it, how to go. Ah, I didn't have the skill ready. And now we simply have to wait. I guess we can eat a little more. It's not really ever explain how this works. The faster stamina regenerates, yeah. But also your health will start to regenerate faster the more food you have in your system. So I don't know. They should really specify some things overall. What do I mean by this? Well, look at how fast the health will start regenerating if you just have a lot more rocks. I think I can kill the bat before it reaches me. No, I can't. A lot more kobolds. So probably you can come here with a bow as well if you have a lot of, I don't know, arrows, maybe 300 arrows or something crazy like that. You also need upgraded arrows, copper arrows maybe, because these guys are not going to go down easy. So the copper tipped arrows are actually pretty easy to make, but they don't have a lot of damage, so additional damage free. Additional damage is too, so they're more or less the same as these ones. So yeah, this is my big complaint about the game right now, because I cannot really advance more than this. Let me see. I have played 78 hours, which probably 30 hours I've been messing around. So 50 hours is kind of what I did for, you know, very specific purposes, but I also try to kind of improvise a lot of the stuff. As you can see, I tried every skill, everything. Even the harder ones like the carpentry, masonry, I basically did everything in the game except jewel crafting. Jewel crafting is a little annoying because you need a lot of... I think you need mining and blacksmithing and a lot of other things as well to help you with that. I also tried taming. Taming is the worst skill in the game to level up. Head of cheese. Your pet's experience. You give it cheese and it learns faster, that's funny. Probably level 30, but actually this is one of the major important skills in the game because you can actually have a lot of pet types. For example, a boar, a cobra, a bat, a lot of other cool things. I guess we can skip the kobolds if we... Oh no, we cannot skip that one. But if you skip the kobolds, you're also losing resources, so... It's not really a good deal. We got that hit. So look at this, 45 damage and then you miss 5 times. Oh. But the goal is pretty good. I guess if you kill 20 of them, you can get 10 silver. Okay. So I'll never ever come back here with a bow and arrows. I'll just have to come here with, of course, melee weapons and a shield. The elite spider is actually very hard to kill, so that's one of the reasons I didn't want to come here with melee. He might kill you even. Okay, so this guy is a lot easier to kill with a bow and arrow. The environments are pretty well done, the dungeons are pretty interesting as it is. It's just the fact that you cannot get here reliably, and if you get here without your main weapons, which will be of course melee, you'll have a hard time killing all of this. Or maybe you want to craft 500 arrows or something like that. Yeah, you cannot fight him directly. Even with my armor and all of my good stuff, he just hits you very hard sometimes and you die, so you have to wait again and again. So I think this is the flow of the mechanic or of the thinking of the developers, and this guy will be fully healed when I come back. And here you go, look at all of this. By magic, you have lost everything, so your pet has died, you are at the start of the dungeon, you have no food, you have to eat food to recover. I tried doing a dungeon without the recovery from the stamina, but it's very hard, so I don't know. Some people like this mechanic, some people hate it, so it's very hard to advance in the game. Even if you play with friends, unless you know what you're doing, you'll not advance anyway. You cannot exactly assign roles to other people, because for example, if you are the miner and someone else is the wood cutting guy, if that guy quits playing or if he's not online, well, what do? Nothing. Because if someone which has a particular skill set and is not in game, is not online, you are kind of stuck. I don't know, like I said, many people will like this mechanic, but I'm not sure how to think about it. Because you can, for example, maybe make better hardened leather armor, but it's basically the same as bronze, more or less. And if you use this armor, you'll actually be fast enough to dodge the enemies. I guess you can even make this one, so let me check. 5 and 6. So defense is 5 and 6, right? Defense is 6 and absorption is 2, but you also lose some attack speed. So that's the only armor comparable to the one you have over here, at least in terms of defense. So your dodge chance will be something like what? I don't know how it's calculated, but let's say it's about 30% dodge chance, right? If you get hit wearing the... this is the best you can craft. If you get hit wearing this armor, which is comparable to what I have without the absorption, you'll be killed in 2 or 3 hits. And the bronze armor, to be honest, is not that good, and you also need blacksmithing very good. Otherwise, let's say this is 4.4, right? This is 6.2, so in order to get to the max level of the blacksmith, you need to craft a lot of things, and to be honest, bronze is not really cutting it. I need a lot of iron. The best item to use for that is, of course, buckets. Oh no, don't go so close. Because the buckets will give you the most amount of experience, blacksmithing experience. It will be about 800 and this is 40, so it's going to be a while until we go to that point. Let's try again to kill the spider. Again, this is on the harder difficulty, which gives you better rewards. And this spider will not stop chasing you until it either kills you or you kill it. Oh, it stopped my attack. I'm dead. I'm dead. I cannot believe how stupid this game is sometimes, so yeah. If I had my pet, I would have killed it. I guess it's time for us to go home and contemplate on our misery and disasters. I don't think we can gather boulders in this area. I don't remember seeing a lot of rocks, to be honest. Yeah. Probably I missed a few shots because I was trying to hit it from the elevation and that didn't work, so... don't worry about it. I've died a lot of times in the game, so I guess I just have to be better prepared and do a lot more dungeons, because this is not a viable way to do it. Unless you can kill the guardians, and to kill those guys at the entrance, or at least kill the dwarf. A dwarf and a wolf, and maybe the wolf leader. The wolves are easy to kill. Yeah, I probably need to play another 10 hours just doing random dungeons in the crypt, in the graveyard. And then probably I can come over here and do this alone. But until then I don't have a viable way to do it. So just kind of explaining why I'm stuck and why I'm not making more videos for the game and why the game is amazing and why it's so bad. I'm also almost level 20 in skinning, which will be a major boost skinning practice. So the problem is that most of the weapon creation stuff is related to blacksmithing and also the tools. Blacksmithing is the most important skill in the game, so you need tools, you need materials, you need components, you need armors, shields, weapons, and all of that stuff. As for leatherworking is not so useful, and then you also need carpentry and masonry to build. So now it's a weird game because it's so grindy, but in another way I think it's very good. But you saw the problems. That guy with the faster mount could just go past the AI very, very easily. While I have to struggle a little bit. So let's try that again. Well, you do have some iron deposits over there, but they're not enough. You're probably going to not get loot from them anyway. Why is the nest over there? Yeah, so I guess this would have been an amazing clan-based game, but even if you play in a clan, like I said, it doesn't work like that. Here you have to do everything on your own as best you can. Yeah, there is only copper here. And I think I've explored most of the place and I didn't find a lot of iron other. And if you go over there, you'll enter another part of the map which has a safe zone. And then you'll enter an area which has even higher level enemies. And level is not very descriptive. It matters the type of creature. So a level 20 dwarf might not be so tough. But a wolf leader is very, very tough. And the wolf is actually 2 times weaker than the mountain dwarf, which is level 40, so it's kind of like the type of RPG where it's more important what you're fighting against, not the level of the enemy. I guess I can try to get some boulders. The dungeon will also disappear, so you can... I don't know, it's just a weird artificial barrier. Oh, that gave me 20 boulders. Oh, I forgot about this mechanic, it's so annoying. Also, don't get confused, you need to know where you are and where you are going in this place. Well, I'm basically defenseless now since I don't have enough arrows to kill any other creature. Oh. That dwarf, okay, if he moves will be okay, and we can go and finish this quest. Your pet can also be used as kind of like a sacrificial scapegoat, because the pet will actually be behind you and the enemies, the AI, will attack the wolf or the pet, and then you'll be safe to just run away. Poor guy, I guess that guy who died got his stuff back, but still is so annoying because you'll be used to going all over the place with your full inventory. Okay, be calm down. And the rewards, to be honest, they are not enough. They are not enough for the risks, especially this one. I guess we got another quest done. Doesn't give much, to be honest. I hope they give better quests now. Wolf attacks. Kill 10 wolf, 5 silver. Well, I guess I'll have to take my time with that one. Okay, let's just make sure we escape, and then I'll end the video. It's actually a zombie boar. It has some weird wounds on it. Oh no, I was not looking in the right place. The map is also very confusing like this because it doesn't have enough landmarks. It needs a lot more landmarks. By landmarks I mean stuff you cannot destroy that helps you guide yourself without opening the map every 2 seconds. Who else died over there? I want to check that. That's... oh, probably someone else, but they recovered their corpse. Oh, that scared me for a little bit. Can also mine over here, but that's so dangerous. That's the problem. I don't know how to approach this. If you try to go past it, you will not be able to do it. I guess you just have to bring him back over here so he stops following you, and then maybe hope you'll go past him before he resets. That didn't happen. Yeah, I have no... See, my pet actually got him attacked and distracted him. So annoying. Otherwise, not much to say bad about the game, to be honest. Oh yeah, and another thing, you know how expensive it is to upgrade? I mean, how expensive it is to repair this? It will cost me a lot of silver. Probably all of the silver I made from those 2 missions will be spent repairing my gear. I don't know, I guess I'm a little upset that I cannot continue playing the game normally because a source of iron is definitely what you need right now. And after you get to the... well, I guess, let me check something. Actually, let's go and get that as fast as possible and we can check things from here. Armor. Steel. What do you need to make steel? Probably just need iron and coal, if I remember. The iron stuff is not even so important, but still it will give you a massive boost. Because you get a free iron mace in the beginning of the game, which will last you quite a bit. But the armor is much better. So the base stats for this thing is 5 and 2, so that's kind of like the only thing that can kind of match. That's that guy. That kind of matches the high tier bone armor. I can kill the wolf, but I don't have my gear with me. Ah, we can do it like this as well. Interesting. Okay, so we survived. So how much iron did we get for our trouble? This amount of iron. And I guess it's back to the drawing board, yeah. We need to do so much stuff to farm. So I guess you have to go to the graveyard, the solo dungeon, go to the party dungeon, and then go to the necromancer dungeon. Also kill the necromancer, do the necromancer dungeon, and then go over here to the bear dungeon. That might actually be a more viable strategy, but I cannot do all of those things unless I get better armor. So probably we'll meet again after about 10 more hours of farming in those dungeons, and then I'll actually be ready to do more stuff. But I also need to... okay, another part of the problem is that you don't have access to a lot of tin. So if you don't have tin, you have to search the plains all over the map to get a lot of tin to make the bronze. And after you have a lot of bronze, you can probably advance to level 25 blacksmith without major problems. And at level 25 you can use the iron economy, which durability for tools, but I don't know, it lasts 5 minutes, so I'm not sure what this would be useful for all the tools. Let me think. I don't know, maybe it's even for armor on weapons. Actually no, that's not, because those are different. Oh, we can also do the quest, so... Oh, by the way, let me show you a nice little player base. I have to remember to come over here. Because those random dungeons, I can do them on the second hardest difficulty, and they actually give you a lot of loot if you're lucky. This is where I got the boar. From one of those things, because I killed the necromancer over there. So I guess it depends on how much time I have, but I definitely want to play more, even though it's so grindy. And I think that guy had an iron... Let's check. That guy might have had iron gear, or even steel, I don't know. So let's do a little base tour. Such a good idea, look at this. You can make a second floor and the first floor will be free to do farming. How cool is this? See you next time, bye!